Hey guys, it's Casual Vapor here. I am reviewing the Vivi Nova knockoff from Discount Vapors. It's like $6.99, $7, and the replaceable heads that are in there. I got the 2.4 ohms. Those are like $2, so this is a pretty good deal, especially because it works. Now, when I first got it, it was terrible. The reason I got it is I had a friend who said, "Hey man, try this," and I vaped on his thing, and I hated the atomic fireball juice he had in there, and it was cracking the thing anyway, as cinnamon juices do. But I don't vape cinnamon juices, so not an issue, because not my thing. So I just got done with the review of stuff from Nashville Vapor and my announcement that I'm going to be doing a video every Friday. And I mentioned in that video I'm starting to get sick, so I'm pretty nasally sounding, even more than usual. But besides that, oh, oof. Yeah, this, when I first got it, it was bad because I tried my friends. It was great. Besides the flavor of juice I didn't like, but the vapor production, the flavor was coming through how it was supposed to. The throat hit was good. It wicked well. We were vaping and watching a movie. Oh, I'm terrible right now. I'm doing a bad job. Sneezing and coughing and sniffling. Bear with me. So we were vaping and watching a movie and just hanging out, and I was trying his little Vivi Nova knockoff, and I'm sitting there with my, if you watch my last video I'll talk more about these, but I made these little atomizers out of the CE3 clearamizers because they sucked, but they work alright as atomizers. And so I was trying his because I was like, let me try that some more. I want to get one of those. Got it. It came in the stock head that was in it. It kept burning. I could not get it to wick. I was messing around in there trying to fluff the wicks, trying to if you see in there, I'll unscrew the top. It's gonna be easier to see. This silicone deal comes down to about there, and it comes down, and that meets up inside this custom drip tip that screws on, and that meets in there and plugs it so you can tip it upside down without dumping your liquid out the top. And I was trying to lift that up to give the wicks more room to get liquid in there, and nothing was working. It would not wick, but it would flood. It would be flooded and leaking into my battery and still burning. And so I took it apart, I looked at it, and the coil was just, it was sucked on those wicks. It was tight, way too tight. There are 4 wicks in there, and that coil was wrapped like 8 times, and it was cinched down. Like that was, it's like you were trying to lash something super tight. It would not wick. It was so tight that the liquid couldn't even get in the coils. It was stuck, and it couldn't get in there. And so even though it was flooded and leaking into my battery, those coils were still burning the crap out of those dry wicks. And so I pulled that thing apart and I looked at it. I actually have the wicks over here. I ripped it all apart. This is the head. Obviously no wicks out of there because I took them out. And I got the wicks here, and they are toasted in the middle. I mean, that thing, this is the wire And that was wrapped so tightly around these that it was just burning, even though there was liquid. Yes, it was bad, really bad. And so I was super disappointed. It wasn't that much money, so it was like, that's fine. But I really like Eric from Discount Vapors. I like his store, and I don't like when I get something from him that's not good, because most of his stuff is. And so I thought, okay, I ordered 2 more heads. Maybe that's just a fluke. And so, in talking to my friend who had these, who I got the idea to get one from, he said, "Oh yeah, mine was like that too. In the stock one, it sucked. It was wrapped super tight. But the replaceable heads I haven't had issues with." So I replaced the head, and I actually went ahead, and it wasn't as tight, but I actually went ahead and just yanked one of those wicks out of there anyways to give it more room. So now it just has 3 wicks, which doesn't wick as well, obviously, but turn it upside down, that doesn't bother me. I don't have a problem doing that, you know, for that price. And since I already had it, I mean, some people are, oh, I gotta turn it upside down. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. And maybe, I mean, I probably wouldn't buy another one. I probably wouldn't go out and get one. I mean, yeah, actually, I probably would. I probably will get another one of these. While I'm waiting for the iClear 30 to come in stock, I really want to get one of those, because that's got good reviews and 16 wicks. So anyhow, leaving that behind, this, I pulled a wick out. It has 3 wicks running through it now. 3 coming out on each side, so 6 if you want to say it that way. And I fluffed these things before I put the head in. I wanted to make sure these were going to work, and it does. It really does. I'm probably going to try my last head just how it came, just to see if my modification is unnecessary. But we'll do a toot. Wonderful vapor. I mean, it's still here. It's cloudy in here, and it's great. Once I took care of that issue with the wicks burning up, like that, you can see the black in there. It's just burning in half. Once I took care of that and put the new head in that didn't do that, it's been great. I mean, this thing has been just sucking that liquid up. It's been getting it in there where it needs to be. It is kind of a vapor hog. I mean, a liquid hog. It does use more than some other things. Not quite as much as a dual coil, because obviously that's going to use more because it's 2 coils. But it does use liquid up. But that's how these top coil tank systems work anyway. I mean, that's what they do. They use up liquid a little faster than if you got like a cartomizer with filler, just a standard 510, like a Bogue or something. But they use a little more. I'm okay with that because they give me a lot more vapor. They give me a really good throat hit. And this thing is transparent. It does not impose any flavors. It gives you the full flavor of the juice, and that's it. Like, it does not give you plasticky taste. It doesn't. I mean, when it was burning, it tasted crappy, but with the new head, it doesn't give you any plastic, no oils in there, nothing messed with. It's a good vape. So would I recommend these? Yes, I probably would. Especially if my modifications were unnecessary and you can just screw in the replacement heads and vape no problem, you know, without pulling out a little wick or whatever. Obviously fluff your wicks. because they work better. They do. And obviously, put enough liquid in, give it time to absorb it. Don't dump your liquid in and start vaping, because flip it upside down and let it get in there. Let it sit for 5 minutes. That's all it takes, just 5 minutes or so. It's going to get it in there. And vape it, and it's good. So I would recommend this, yes. If you're tasting burning on the stock head, just make sure you have extra heads ordered with it, and try those. And that's not a really big deal. It'd be nice if the stock head worked right, but it's not a huge deal for me because I'm going to replace the heads anyways. Once I have the unit, I'm not going to buy a bunch of these unit stock and throw them away when I run out of the head. I'm going to replace the heads. That's what it's for. So once you have the unit, if all the replaceable heads work well, then no big deal really if the first head doesn't work. But like I said, my friend has had no issues with the replaceable heads. I'm liking the replaceable heads. I'm liking the replacements. Just the first one sucked. And so that's all I really have to say about this. I'll take another toot. Oh, it's good. I'm cooking it at 4.0 ohms on my Ego Twist. It's working great. 2.4 ohm head, 4 volts. Did I say ohms? I'm sorry. 4 volts is what I'm cooking it at. I can turn it up a little. The juice that I have in here burns easy. It burns lower. That's why I'm not very high up voltage for 2.4 ohms. The juice burns easy in this. It's the crispy rice treat juice from Mad Vapes, which I'm looking for different juices. I don't like Mad Vapes quality control. I got a 30 ml bottle of this stuff at 18 milligrams, and I tested it because it tasted way too high, and it was 38 milligram of nicotine. That's dumb. How'd that happen? But they sent, I can't take anything away from Mad Vape's customer service. The quality control's not the best, but I used their ticket system, told them the issue, gave them my order number. I didn't even hear back from them. They didn't, ask me any questions. I just got an email that my order was on the way, and I didn't order anything. And I was like, what's this? And I look, and they sent me a 50 ml bottle of this juice at 18 milligrams, and that came in at 19 milligrams when I checked it. So, that's fine, because that's well within the range of mistake. It was a little lower than 19 milligrams, so about 18. And so the customer service is great. But I've ordered things from Mad Vapes before. When I ordered this the first time, I got 12 milligrams, because that's what I usually smoke, vape, and it came in at 4 milligrams. So the quality control is a bit of an issue. Checking out other stores. My Vapor Store is a great one. I got this Turkish tobacco that I haven't tried yet. I'm probably going to steep that before I even try it. And yeah, so that's the story on that. That's my deal on the Discount Vapors Vivi Nova Mini or Slim, whatever they're calling it. It's Ego threaded. So that's the deal on that. That's the deal on my Vapor Store, and that's the deal in general on stuff that the deal is on. So this is running too long. I'm going to let you guys go. Stay tuned every Friday. I'm going to be reviewing, mostly I think I'm going to be reviewing equipment, and I'll throw some liquid reviews in throughout the week You know, you might not get one week, but then you get 2 the next week, maybe. I don't know. It's just, every Friday I'm definitely gonna do a review, and then whatever I feel like besides that. So stay tuned, Casual Vapor. I thank you for listening. I really appreciate people, you know, watching my videos. I'm not here to be the ultimate authority on vaping or anything like that. It's my opinion. This is what I'm telling you guys on this stuff. This is my experience with the things that I'm doing. I'm hoping my Vamo comes in soon. I'll be reviewing that as soon as I get it. You can bet that. Well, a couple days after I get it, because I don't want to jump into something too quick. But that's my review of this. That's how this is. I'm rambling, I'm ranting, and going off on tangents. So I'm just gonna call it a day. That's what I feel about this. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned.